Hello. I hope you are having a good day and surprised you see my face. I guess in some ways it's a face reveal, even though I've done plenty of videos on this channel where I show my face. I actually have some makeup on today because I was to do part of a presentation for a meeting, and then we ran out of time. And I'm like, oh, good. But meanwhile, I did my hair up in a little. Okay, let me show you this. See this guy? Lifesaver, because I just twist my hair up and then pop that on there, and it looks like I took time and did my hair, and I didn't. Just my own little hair hack. Hi, Tamale. So I have a game called Unpacking, and it's been out for a while, but I saw somebody, talk about it, and I thought, this looks relaxing. And then I thought, you know, there's a lot to unpack about the Unpassive webinar that I saw today, which I'm not a founder, but I did get access to it. And I didn't see all of it because you couldn't get into it right away because, there's like a bazillion people there. But I did get to see, a decent amount in between my meetings and stuff. And I do have Beth, the Queen of Spades. She is here. And Tamale is absolutely demanding attention. Good Lord, child. Let me let your Auntie Beth on.
Woo!
Yes. Yeah.
And we find out that this whole time it's actually my voice that the dog hates.
That I don't think so. Hang on a
Yeah,
second. I'm
so
answering my husband.
I never saw any of the webinars today. I wasn't really online much today compared to my usual days. I'm not online a lot on like Wednesdays and Thursdays. I'm usually like editing and stuff. So
Uh,
I was doing a lot of editing today and then family stuff today. So I didn't catch any of it yet.
well, I mean, honestly, and I'm pulling my game up here. Do I have to make it smaller? Is this too loud? Is the music too loud?
Not for me.
I'll turn it down some. Um, I am not sure really how many people spoke or anything. And I didn't get to see when he first introduced the O Media team, which it was basically kind of like, hi, my name is, and this is my background.
Okay.
And I kind of thought, well, that's interesting, but it's kind of weird because in general, when people come on to talk during a webinar, you have a topic.
Yeah.
And only one person kind of had a topic, and her topic was basically introducing everybody else. And it seemed like it was a way to make Ash have the founders think, look, we are a real company. See, there's real people here. See, they all work here. And again, like I told you before we started, maybe I'm just cynical, but it made me think, are these hired actors?
I see hired actors I don't know about. I mean, they could be, but I usually instead of thinking hired actors, I just think of like normal O founders that maybe just aren't actually their media group, you know?
Well, there was all this Dr. Sarah, Dr. this person, and it was all by their first name, which was odd. And then I think the thing that really bothered me is Muhammad Kamal comes on, and he's
Mhm.
all kinds of pissed off because apparently founders found these people on social media and started sending them friend requests and stuff, which I don't think that is too weird. I
Isn't
mean,
that's what they all do when people join.
and they just got admonished for that. They were just,
Huh.
that's not allowed. And I thought, well, that's just kind of odd.
That is odd. Why would you not want them to
We're a
add?
family, but don't connect.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, aren't you all supposed to be in this together, and then you all add each other, and then it's like a community? That's
Well,
weird.
I guess maybe it was not on O Connect. I'm not sure because I didn't see quite all of it, but
Wasn't
I
on
still
O
just
Connect, so maybe we got it wrong, you know?
but I just thought, I mean, why would you tell people, "No, you can't connect to these people. They're working for
Well,
you, and you just need to leave them alone."
I mean, if we are right about the fact that they aren't who they claim to be, then that would be a very good reason to not want people to add them. But
Yeah,
yeah, other than that, that does seem bizarre. It seems bizarre that that would have been a complaint. Because I feel like in order for him to come on and say something, like they would have had to have gone to him and been like, all of these O founders are adding me on Facebook. What's that about? So I'm just kind of like, why would they do that if this whole thing is supposed to be networking, right? Then
right.
I mean, yeah, that whole thing is weird. And calling doctors by their first name, like Dr. Alonda. Yeah, I don't think they do that, do they?
It was just very weird and creepy to me, and, and then he did the whole real people, real company, all of that again.
Every time that they do that, I feel like I'm like, okay, something not real is going on here right now.
Now
We don't need to announce
you
this
ready
unless
for
we
the
think it.
good okay, are you sitting down?
Yes,
Do you have any coffee or anything in your hand?
I am going to.
Put it down.
Okay.
Because Ash announced that somebody is going to name a street after him.
Wait, no, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? Wait. Wait. What do you mean? He announced that somebody's going to like who?
And I don't remember because I wasn't hearing all of it. And then he was like, well, I want them really to call it on passive way.
Oh, I mean, can't you can buy a streak, can't you? I know that here where I live, you can buy like parks and you can like rent the park for like a year and have it named after you. Can you do that with streets there?
I don't know.
Is that something that you can do? Because okay, I'm just saying if there ever is a street that ever pops up and it is on passive or Ash Mufara or some bullshit, like he paid for that. That's not like
Why?
someone that would be like, this Mr. Mufara is such an amazing man. We should name a street after him. Like that's not what's happening.
That's not a thing.
Right? So I'm kind of like, is that like a thing? Because where's he getting this from? Or are we just like making up? He's just like making up things again.
I think he could be making up things again.
It's like, how many things can you make up and tell these people? And then just be like, "Oop, well, no, sorry, guys. I was just like talking out my ass again."
And Muhammad was all kinds of pissed off. I mean, he sounded like, Michael Williams.
Michael Williams,
Yeah, because he
when
was
he gets
that
going.
angry.
Oh my.
It's like, okay, you're taking this whole, anger thing to a new level, dude.
Over people being added on Facebook, like from on passive. Like I just okay. That
Yeah.
is weird. Stricardo says, I think it's a public sewer that's being named after Ash, the Mafara outfall. That
Oh,
would
good.
make
I'm glad you're seeing
sense.
the comments because as I'm sitting here unpacking this stuff, um, I don't. Let me go look because
Alf
all
wants
these
to
things are
know
on the
how
ground.
many
They're not in the
yeah,
right
how many
place.
people were at the, webinar? Was it, like, a big webinar? Or was it one of their, like, special events?
It was a corporate public webinar,
Okay. Yeah, so
so it
then
was
that probably
like
had
a lot of people.
we never know how many are actually there, though. I feel like, because like
No, they
there's
keep it
never,
from us.
yeah, there's never like a number that shows, right? Like you could never see the number of viewers. And then like sometimes they announce that they tapped out of people on Zoom, like they hit like
Right.
the maximum. And I'm always kind of like, did you though? I mean, did you really? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how much of that I believe.
Oh, so a street named after him. I wonder how that came about. Like he was just at breakfast one morning at one of the many motels that he stays at, you know, and someone just approached him and they were like, "Yeah, man, I just don't know what to name this street that I'm trying to find a name for." And then he was like, "Well, I'm about to save the world with my Al and machine learning business." And then the guy was like, "Do you know what? I think that you are such an amazing humanitarian to save the world. I am going to name this street after you."
And then we're going to have a parade.
And yeah, a big parade. We're going to put your name in lights over top of the city. It'll be like the Hollywood sign. It'll be beautiful. We might even make you a statue.
And
People will come and pray
worship
on it.
me?
It'll be like Buddha. You come, you rub the belly.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, Mufara Avenue on Skid Row.
Oh,
Though that's where I would expect his street to be, if we're being honest. Did he like not even say where it was either? Was he just like they're naming a street after me?
I didn't catch who it was. I think it was somebody like with a sports organization or something. I'm not
BN
exactly
Sports.
sure. But I'm
BN
like
Sports
going,
is naming the street after me.
like, that's not a thing. You're lying, dude. You're just lying.
Oh no.
I mean, again, maybe I'm just cynical, but I don't think so.
No. Like what a weird thing to come up with. Like, it's just so random, like, somebody's naming a
Street
street
after
after
me.
me, like, that's a new flex. I haven't heard that one before. I'll admit that.
Because I'm so important and so amazing, and I'm doing so many great things in the world, they want to name a street after me.
A street so that we can drive on it.
But now that he wants it to be on passive way, so to be after the company, because the company is really what's saving everything.
Oh, yeah? How's that going?
Can you imagine driving down the street and all of a sudden seeing on passive way? I think I would have a wreck. I'd
I
be like,
would
"What?"
just knowing me, I would just pull over and burst out laughing. Like, I would be like, "Oh my god, the asshole did it." Like, it would just be too funny for me. Like, I could see, like but that's he doesn't even have, like, a real headquarters, though. Because I was like, is he just, like, somehow naming the street that his headquarters is on that? Because that's happened before with cults and stuff. They've done that before. But, like, he doesn't even the one in Florida is, like, part of a whole building, and it's not, like, its own like on passive building, you know what I mean? And like
Yeah.
its own area where like you'd be able to do that. So I'm like, that wouldn't even be it. I think that all these people too that were doctors are probably not like doctors.
I don't know where I'm going. Maybe I have to go here.
Like they're probably like doctors and like masters of IT technologies, things like that. So you can still call yourself a doctor, I guess, with that. But then only using your first name is weird.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I don't think I've ever had a doctor that used their first name. And I've had a lot of doctors, okay? So I'm just like, that is very strange. Yes, it's called unpacking. You put stuff away.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the next page.
According to Google Maps, the unpassive office is a law office. It's one of those offices that just has like office space in it, Joe, and then you can like rent out like your desks areas, if you will. So there's probably people from a law office in there, people from all kinds of different offices in that place. It's not like an actual like on passive building like I was saying, so it wouldn't make sense that even the street around there would be named after him.
I think it's just some random street somewhere
When you find out it's like a dead end road, a dead end road in the middle of nowhere.
in the middle of the desert. There you go.
Yeah, it's off Area 51 where nobody goes.
That's where I think it would be. So I saw somebody said that they don't even put things away in real life.
Yeah, that
I'm,
was Alps.
I'm finding this very satisfying. It's very soothing because I don't really have to think.
Yeah, I think that their main office is just like one of those offices where everyone can just rent from.
Yeah, it's a sharing office.
Yeah, like there's
Basically.
like I don't even know if there's like offices broken up in it or if it's just one of those like you just rent the desks because they have those too, where you just kind of rent like a few desk spaces in an
Oh
office.
yeah.
So it looked like it was one of those when I looked into it. So it probably is a law office on Google Maps. It's probably whatever office has the most desks in there.
Oh goodness.
Which is also why I think it's so funny when he talks about opening up all these offices elsewhere, is I'm kind of like, you don't even really have your own office yet. Like even in Florida, where your main headquarters is supposed to be, or in like Delaware, where you apparently moved the business to.
Well, I'm just waiting to see what is going to happen come, the 20th. Because they're getting all kinds of excited, you know.
Are they still announcing the 20th?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like waiting for them to change the date, of course.
Oh, I'm waiting for something to be like, oops.
Yeah, like it's something to come up all of a sudden so that it's not going to be able to happen on that day. Something happened. It'll be an extra week or some bullshit. But so far, they haven't
Whatever
changed.
came up.
I was kind of expecting them to drop the November 20th thing once it came out that they weren't going to be at the FIFA Cup. Like the whole time I was kind of like, okay, so then are we still doing November 20th? And then he just switched it over to be in sports, and I was kind of like, okay, but is it still the 20th? So I mean, at least he is keeping the date, I guess. We're
Yeah.
seeing your knickers. You putting your knickers in the drawer.
Yeah. See, this is like a completely, stress-free game.
Yeah, because it's not actually your stuff you're putting away.
Yeah.
When it's your own stuff, then you got to stress about where it goes.
I mean, I still have stuff that I have not unpacked from when we moved here over a year ago because we just have so much going on with these kids that I just, some things just have to take a back seat. And a lot of it is stuff that I need to work on. It's not happening.
Yeah, I just always have a whole bunch of boxes full of like breakable stuff that I can't have out yet because my kid's still too young for expensive ornaments. Hello, Silvio. I'm glad that you could sneak in here during work. I hope that you get paid to watch our stream. That's always fun. Stricardo wants to know if they talked about the activation fee at all.
Not what I heard. Now, I did not hear all of it because I didn't get into it right away, but
Time's ticking though,
There
like,
was nothing about, like, this is the activation fee or the packages was mentioned when I was
see,
in
like,
there,
that's
and
what
I'm
I
like, "Why isn't this being
more.
talked about?"
It's less than a month away, like, it really is now, less than a
Ticka-ticka.
month away, so you would think that, like, this what better time than at the public corporate webinar would that have been to, like, let everyone know that information? Like, really? Like, he had to tell everyone by this one, otherwise, like, people aren't even gonna have enough time to prepare for this.
And then after all of these people from the O Media,
Jesus
department,
fucking Christ.
it became, again, a praise Ash session.
So hold on though, I just want to go back to the O Media department for a sec. So this was supposed to be Ash introducing everyone to the people that are running the O Media department, and they came out and announced themselves as Dr. whatever.
Yes.
And they all had a doctorate apparently.
Not all of them, but,
Okay.
a large percentage.
Okay, and there was like a bunch of them?
There was, like, 6 or 8.
Okay. Did he talk about what the O Media was going to even be for?
There was a PowerPoint presentation, and I was looking at the PowerPoint presentation, and once again, sometimes there was a period, sometimes there wasn't. There were different styles of fonts. So I'm going, okay, so you can't even have serif or sans serif and be consistent. And for an O media department, one would think that that would be something that they would like keep their eye on and want there to be consistency,
Mhm.
but we
Yeah.
didn't have that. And that bothered me. I've never seen, presentations of anything being so jacked up,
Yeah. Well, I mean, when you have nothing to say, you gotta make the screen look pretty, I guess.
but they don't even make it look pretty, you know?
It appears that a lot of the people that run these MLMs seem to think that more means good. So it's like they make 500 million products because they think that having 5 million products is better than having one product. And then when they make a presentation, they do 10 different fonts and 500 different colors because they're like, that should look good. I'm just like, okay. So we can talk about O Media. We can introduce everybody to who's apparently running the O Media, but then we can't let them know what the package is yet.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, I agree. I agree. Hang on, I gotta send a message to my status.
Says that computer looks like my first computer at college. My computer at college was one of the first ever laptops. Like old school, like Windows 95 laptop. It was huge, big honking thing.
Yeah, I remember when I went from, like, having an Apple computer to I had to use someone's that was Windows based, and I had to do, like, a C prompt, and I'm like, "What the hell is this shit?" I was not happy. Okay, as you can tell, I like trying to, like, get stuff out of the boxes to see, well, what am I working with?
Yep, that makes sense.
Let's get that over some. Maybe move this down.
And then after that, it was just a praise session for Ash, which it
Yep.
always is. Did anyone ask any questions about O Media?
Nope.
Jesus
They just
Christ.
were like, oh, blown away by everything.
I don't understand how they can listen to these presentations. Well, I do understand. I guess it's the brainwashing that's happened, but it's like it's so strange when you're like being introduced to like a new department at your company, right? And then you're being introduced to like different people like that are employed for it and whatnot. Like you would think that people would have some questions. But it's like they're so brainwashed into not asking a question.
Oh, it is all like about, oh, this was so great, and how impressed they are with everything and how lucky they are. And I'm like, what are you talking about? You still don't know anything. So I don't understand. Oops.
I just really don't understand how we have hired a whole bunch of people for O Media, but we have not finished making O Connect.
Products.
Yeah, like I'm just like, oh, is O Media even done?
Oh, and it is like he said it could be a company, its own company.
Oh, wait, like on its own now?
Yep.
Oh, great. So
Just
imagine if he
with
split this up into like 4 different companies. So like O Media was a company and then like Academy was a company.
well, I mean, and we've had this discussion before. That's the thing, is that everything that he wants to do is so ginormous in and of itself.
All right.
That's like, you can't be creating everything that's so huge to be in operation like this. You got to start somewhere.
I'm Magic Joe. Uh I just but that's the thing, is that this man doesn't have like anything actually started, and yet he somehow has departments with employees in it, and apparently is opening up 500 building offices everywhere. And I feel like everything is backwards. It's like we're expanding before we even have customers. Like literally,
Who
he
needs
is
customers?
expanding before he even has one real customer. Usually you don't expand unless you literally need to, because like, the amount of customer base you have grows to the point where you're like, "Oh my god, I need to expand." Not this man though. No, no. He's like, "No customers, I'm going to open 500 offices."
He's like, no customers, no problem. They'll come.
Yeah, I just got to open up offices apparently and have no products, I guess, or something.
I'm just going to hang it up.
Because I'm like, what are you doing with your time right now, Ash, other than these webinars?
And something that was getting to me, because, as he's introducing all of those people, then he's also showing the people in Hyperlab, or I'm not going to say it correctly, but you guys know what I'm talking about.
Hyderabad, yeah. Hyderabad.
And it's like, okay, I where are you getting the funds? If these are actual, real people that are real employees, where are you getting the funds for all of these salaries? Where are you getting the money to build all of these data centers? Where are you
Pay
getting, how is
rent.
all of this being funded?
Yeah, you have to pay rent for all these apparent offices that he keeps opening up. Like, that's what I'm not understanding. Is I'm like, okay, so there's no cash flow coming into this business, but we keep spending money on offices, like rent for offices.
Yep.
Because like the rent at the Burj Khalifa is high.
Well, do you
So
really think that he has an office at the Burj Khalifa?
I see, I keep going back and forth. I don't really think he does. And if he does, it's one office space on the floor and not the whole floor. See,
Yeah.
the reason why I don't think he does is because he says he owns the whole floor. And that's where I am like, oh no, that isn't a thing. Like they wouldn't rent out all 3 of those office spaces on that floor to Ash.
Agree.
Hello, Russ. So yes, I'm just like kind of like that's where the screw up is for me, and it is weird how he put and was talking at the beginning about how he had, what was it, 151 and 134, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And then now all of a sudden like 134 just like dropped out of existence. Like the whole floor just disappeared or something, right? Like it was just never there. And now he's just all about 151. So it's like, I don't have proof that he doesn't have an office there. I can't say for sure that he doesn't have an office there. But based on what I know about how they run their offices there, and then based on what he says, it's very unlikely.
Well, it seems very suspect.
Yeah, like just especially the part with him talking about owning the whole floor of the Burj Khalifa. And then, like I said, like what happened to 131 and how come nobody else seems to care 134 and how come nobody else seems to care about where this whole floor went? Like it just disappears off the Burj Khalifa, takes half of Unpassive with it, and everyone's just like, rip, the end. We never hear about it again.
Well, that's like with a lot of things that he brings up, and then you never hear about, like, well, what really happened?
It's just
Uh,
like up in the air.
we're
It's like
not
the
hearing
street
anything about that
boy.
industrial city that he's supposed to be creating.
I know. He forgot about that too. Because he brought that up like a couple of times, and then he hasn't brought it up, and now he's all back onto the data centers being built, and now he's building new offices in all over the place. Everywhere. He even has secret offices that are being built that we don't
Oh,
know
that's right, the secret office.
secret offices. I'm like, Jesus Christ, feel like you got enough offices with the ones you told us about. Now you got secret offices. Lord. That's where it went, guys. That's where it went. We figured it out. 134 of the Burj Khalifa. It became his secret office.
So bizarre. So very, very bizarre.
Alani's gonna have this whole room put away before he releases a product. We're gonna redecorate this whole house. I have proof that he's a serial scammer, so I tend to believe nothing he says. Yeah, see, you can say that. I just have to be a little bit more careful, don't want another dear there letter or anything.
Right.
So I have to kind of be like, I don't have like exact proof of this, but based on all the other things I have proof on,
It sure seems like.
it's not looking good. I can say that much. It's like I said, if he hadn't have dropped that he had the whole floor, he ran the floor, not just an office on the floor, the floor, and said he had two of them and then literally dropped one of them out of existence, I might have not found it as suspicious. We all need to save floor 134.
Oh, you know, and we've never seen proof that he actually has that, have we?
No, the proof is like there's a couple of people that went and did videos at the Burj Khalifa, but not in the office. They just went and did like you can go and take a tour there. It's a very big popular tourist site. And they have like the patio floor that you can go up and you can like go out on a
Right.
patio and like take pictures and all that. So we've had like a few people do that and then claim that they went in and saw it, but they don't have it on video.
We don't have, again, we don't have actual definitive proof.
No, we have like faked evidence of it. Like
We have,
that's what
I've
they're
seen it.
providing as the proof. They're saying, "Look it, we have videos." Like Ash will even say like that one guy, there was one guy in particular that went and did a few videos of it. And Ash has like named dropped him before and been like, "Yeah, he knows." So then I'm not very confident, but yeah, like they'll use that as the proof. Ash will say, you know, that's the proof that they have, but like I said, it's not really proof of anything other than you can go to the Burj Khalifa, which we already knew about. It's a tourist attraction.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a relaxing game that you don't really have to think about, This unpacking thing is pretty fun because I can just put stuff somewhere and I never have to think about it again.
Yeah, see, when you do it around your house, then you gotta think about it again, unfortunately.
Exactly. I gotta remember where I put stuff. Here I'm just like, "Ah, here it goes. Yeah, it can go here."
Yeah, that's where I screw up. I'm constantly like, "Where did I put this thing? I
Yeah.
put it down somewhere." I also have, like, an 8-year-old running around, so I'll be, like, going to do something, and then she'll be like, "Mom, mom, I need you," and then I'll, like, put it down, you know? And then I, like, walk away to go help her, and then I'll, like, come back in the room, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I have no clue what I was just doing. I know I was doing something before I left. What was it?" And then, like, 3 days later, I'll be like, "Huh, how did this get here?" And it's the thing that I put down, you know? That's my life.
Well, my husband, thank goodness for him because he, like, finds stuff that I lose 'cause I lose things, like, all the time, and he helps me out. If it wasn't for him, I would be completely lost most of the time. How sad is that?
Yeah, I would just be 3 days behind on where everything is all the time. With respect, Ash doesn't have a great deal of proof that he is an IT genius innovator. Early photos of Bill Gates do not show him surrounded by a clutch of grifters and ghouls casualties, unlike
No,
Ash.
that's what's so weird is that, how he always talks about these companies and how, well, they started out, in a basement and in a garage, but not on passive. It's like,
Jesus, Wanda, you're putting your bras all over the place in this house. Alonda comes home, she just takes it off anywhere. Just throws it over there, throws it over here, on the back of the toilet, why not?
well, it fit, what can I say?
See, the funny thing though is that if Ash had done this correctly and actually had people as found, he wouldn't even have that many people involved in this, I don't think. Like, who would have invested in this that's an actual investor?
They wouldn't have.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, you kind of had to do it this way.
Go on the toilet ring. There we go.
Marty is the Paul Allen of Unpassive.
Who's Paul Allen? Oh, wait, Paul Allen, isn't that from American Psycho?
Mhm. I I honestly think that Marty is, a 1 foot out the door.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm hoping anyway. He's had a lot of, weird things happen lately,
Like what? Why is this a frying pan? Why is there a frying pan?
and he doesn't look well. Apparently, you do your dishes in the bathroom, Alana, what the hell? That seems unsanitary.
Just a bit. Where can I stick it? Jeez.
It's like, I don't know where to put it. I'm sorry, I wasn't aware that we put
A
these in
frying
here.
pan was a thing. Goodness. And where can I put my bra?
I think it's funny that in every room, they're like, "Here's a bra." Like, women, they have bras.
But I want
We'll
to
just
hang it
put
up
one in every
there.
box.
Maybe the towel, I can hang it up over here. Will it hang up? Yeah,
Oh,
it'll.
yeah, that's
Okay.
cool.
But now I still have this damn frying pan.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with the frying pan. I'm very confused. I guess that's for a robber if you're on the toilet.
'Cause I want to put an extra roll of toilet paper up there, but then my bra's not very happy. Okay, let me move the bra. See, and unlike when I move, I actually kind of know what's in the boxes, and this is just like mystery. What's in the box? We don't know.
We don't know, but, there's gonna be a bra in there.
Okay. Maybe I'll put the frying pan there. It doesn't seem to like that.
It's like, no, we stay on the floor. Like, okay.
Now there's nowhere for the bra. See, if the bra could just hang up somewhere. And it's just not. Well, let's see if I can move some of this stuff over here. But I'm very confused about the frying pan. Why would you have a frying pan in the bathroom?
I don't know. I feel like Marty would know.
He'd have some insight on that.
I feel like he would. He would know a lot about that.
Like, here's a reason. What if I can put it up there?
Oh, can you put the soap in that soap thing? That little
I tried to do that. Let me see.
won't let you. Sometimes it lets you. Sometimes it doesn't. This game's
No,
weird.
it's not. It's not doing it.
Well, that's where it would go, game. Jeez, want us to put our bras everywhere. Can't even let us put our soap where it's supposed to go.
And I don't know what to do with this damn thing. That makes no sense.
It makes no sense to have a frying
But
pan.
all it wants to do is go on the ground. I mean, it doesn't like me putting it anywhere else.
I guess it just goes on the ground.
Isn't that weird?
I mean,
For leaks
yeah.
under the sink.
It was weird to show up there anyway, so I guess wherever it ends up, it would be weird. It's for leaks under the sink, Joe says.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, maybe so. Maybe so. Let me see if I can stick it under the sink. Maybe if I can jostle things around in here. Maybe it'll make more sense. I don't know.
Well, I feel like maybe Ash could help us. You know, he lives out of a suitcase most of the time. He would also have insight into this.
Oh my. But do we really want Ash
Is that
telling us
supposed to
where
be
to put
pads and
stuff?
tampons? Is that what that is?
That's what I'm thinking.
That's so funny to me. I don't know why.
Okay. Well, let me put it. No, it won't go under the sink.
Oh,
It just,
weird.
I mean,
I'm
it just
worried.
goes there. Why would it go there? Maybe can I take it over to the refrigerator? I mean, like it seems like it should go in a different room. It doesn't seem like it belongs in this room.
Well, I mean, I don't cook things in my bathroom.
Well, there was that Seinfeld episode where Kramer was like fixing a salad in the shower, which
Yes.
was really
Yes.
funny.
Maybe that's where they got it from.
But I'm just kind of wondering if I can take it to another room. Because it would make sense to be able to do that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't let me. Thinking if I, well,
Does it let you?
no, it did. Look,
Oh,
looky there.
there we go.
Okay,
That's better.
I feel better.
He has Susie unpack and pack for him. That'd be funny.
I think Susie would enjoy the unpacking.
She would just wish it was at her house he was unpacking.
Oh, she would be wanting him to move in.
Mm-hmm. That would be the love story of a century.
And she rambled on and on today. I mean, so impressed. And everybody was like so grateful for the opportunity. And, Ash has put together just the most amazing team. Look at all the experience. And I'm still going, look, there's no products.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't understand why we need this team. Like, how have we met the O Media team, but we still haven't met all of the tech guys?
Well,
That's a
there
bit.
were also some people from Hybridad. They were like, around a conference table,
Oh yeah.
but I didn't hear what they had to say.
I just find it very strange.
I find a lot of things very strange. Okay, I'm not going to put my silverware on the floor.
Yeah, don't do that. That wouldn't be good. Although at least it's not on the bathroom floor. There's that.
Yeah, that was a bit alarming. This is a very tiny kitchen.
Apparently you moved into a very small apartment, I guess.
Well, I mean, I actually had one that was about this size when I lived in a loft. It was so tiny.
Yeah,
Didn't
mine
even
and
have a
Trevor's
microwave.
first kitchen together was probably about double that size. That's it. We had an open concept too, so it was just like and we didn't really have like a kitchen room. It was just a kitchen along the wall. Bra in the microwave. Oh yeah, there'll probably be a bra in this one too. They'll be like, she took off her bra in the kitchen again. That crazy Alonda woman who's taking her bra off everywhere.
Just throwing my bras around. Yeah. Well, did anybody in chat, and Beth, you look and tell me, did anybody in chats watch the webinar today?
It doesn't appear so.
Well, I'm hoping we do get a recording. He got somebody started streaming it, and boy, they got all bent out of shape about that.
Really?
Yeah. Saying how wrong it is, blah, 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 blah.
But I don't understand that because then they'll post it up and then everyone can take it and post it up. So it's like, it seems so weird to me. It's like only certain people are allowed to like restream it or post it up, I guess. And it's the LCs or something. You know what I mean? Because they all share the same content. They all post the same things up over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So I'm always like, okay, but why are you mad this time? Like, how is it different from when like Red or Marty are streaming it, you know?
Well, they weren't streaming it, so I guess it was like streaming without permission.
Oh no, I don't want that.
And I'm like, it's not like, I get anything leaked to me and I just like share it. This looks like a keyboard, like it goes in that other room. I might not be putting things away in the right rooms. I don't know. But hey, I'm having fun anyway. Isn't that the point?
That's the point. I mean, you're having more fun than you did watching the webinar today. There's
Oh,
that.
good gravy.
When unpacking is more exciting than webinars.
Well, I'm sure they're all coming up with like how they can do. Oh, that looks like a can opener. How they can give some sort of a recap and be all wowed about the recap.
Yeah, that's the thing is that then they'll all do those stupid recaps and they all say the same thing in these recaps. And I never understand. I'm like, we're having recaps of the recap of the recap.
Why do we need so many recaps?
I don't know. I really do not know. But there's always like 500 of them. And I feel like everyone's expected to watch like the same recaps over. Like they'll be like, "Oh, Red did a recap and then Marty did a recap and Chris did a recap. So make sure you go watch." And I'm like, "Do I have to watch all 3 or can I just watch one and then we're good?" Like, but I swear they want people to be doing like recap after recap after recap. It's like, Lord, how many times do they have to hear the same thing over and over again?
Oh, that looks like it goes in the other room. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do is take some things to the other room.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm just making it up as I go along. That's what I'm doing. But at least it's, nice soothing music.
Yeah, and at least you're just making up playing a game as you go along and not a whole company. So
No,
there's that.
I'll put it over here.
Can you open the dishwasher?
I was wondering. No.
Huh. Okay.
Won't do that.
They're like, no, you already washed your dishes to move, and we apparently don't wash them again before we put them away. Maybe I just have OCD. I don't know.
No, I always do. I always do that
I've
too.
been putting them in the dishwasher if it was me and I was moving. Okay, that's where they go.
Be like, nope, gotta scrub everything first. Yep, I know it was already clean, but nope, gotta scrub it. So you're not the only one. I've moved so many damn times. It's unreal.
I never moved as a kid. Like, we only had like one house. My parents actually just sold it a few years ago. It was like the house they lived in for like 40 years, you know? So then when I became an adult, I ended up having to move like every single year, and it was a lot.
It is a lot. It's an awful lot. I've moved over 30 times, I want to say.
Oh, yeah, I have had to now.
Okay, where does this stuff go? Oh, doesn't like me opening it there. Okay, let me move things around.
It's like, you shall not put things under the sink here. And I'm like, but where does the boot go?
I'm like, what's this yellow thing on the floor? I don't know what this thing is.
It looks like a bottle opener.
There was a bottle opener. It looks like a lock to me.
Maybe.
Can I
I
put
don't know.
Okay, I can't put that there because I feel like there's a lot of stuff just out and I don't like that. So we'll see what I can put away. This, what is that?
Chicardo says the unpacking game has infinitely more working code than all the unpassive products combined.
Oh, no kidding.
I think everything would have more working code. I
Then
mean,
even
even
this
Zeus's
unpassive,
bounty is working more.
for sure.
I actually have never seen a company have such trouble with like making their softwares before in all my life.
Well, making, like the logging in.
Yeah, that even like wow. Which he is still explaining to us how to log in again now. It was great. All you
He
have to
just
do
likes
is
to do that.
log into the back office. You just put your email address in. I'm like, oh my God, this again? Jeez, we're not past this.
Chalupa checks out when he mentions that. He's like, not doing that.
Not this again.
Don't know what that thing is. Doesn't like it there. I stick it in there. Okay, like that. No, go. I'm going to try putting this weird thing in here. Will it let me? Didn't. Well, let me put it over here.
Oh wait, it's Thursday today, isn't it? They would have had their website updated, wouldn't they? Are they still doing like
Yes.
Tuesday, Thursdays?
And they're so excited about updating that damn website, which is like, who cares?
Ew, why is it all pink and purple?
Is that what it is now?
Yeah. We have Think AI pops up. This is weird. I don't like it.
But do you ever like it?
Well, no, but this one's really weird. It has like a pop-up screen, but it's not a pop-up screen. Like, I guess it's not a pop-up screen. It looks like there's supposed to be... Oh, okay, there is. Oh, it's just up there for a very, very long time, each slide. Okay. They have like a video slide that pops up when you first go to it. They have a purple circle just bouncing in the background and a pink circle just bouncing in the background. Everything's very pink.
They have a lot of things that I don't know why they have them.
And then this pops up. They really like to make everything like pop up.
Yeah, they do, and I'm not sure why.
I feel like they made this with Canva. Like, I'm not even joking. It's like, when do you use Canva at all?
I usually use PicMonkey.
Okay, well, with Canva right now, you can do all of the like pop up and make things move all around and stuff. And whenever I go to this like website, no matter when it is, I always get like major Canva vibes just because of how everything moves on it. I'm like, did they just do this with Canva? It's so
Well, I
weird.
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, like I don't think they're coding it. I really don't. Okay, so then all right, United States, Sand Lake Boulevard, India, Singapore, and then it says Dubai. Okay, they have floor 134.
Okay, but where's 151?
So it's 151 that was missing. So yeah, that's the one that's just gone. And yeah, it's not on here. It never has been. And they didn't even put the Burj Khalifa on here until most recent. It took them like a while after they announced it to add it to the website. I remember like constantly looking for it and being like, how come it's not on there yet, guys? Even this place though in India. I like to use Google Maps.
So what does Google Maps tell you?
I'm going to look it up right now and see if I can see it because I like to look at this and it's been a little while since I looked at this. Let's see what this looks like.
Oh, come
Now,
on, where does
okay.
this stupid thing go?
So they are on there as the Unpassive office. They have put themselves on Google Maps. It opens at 10 a.m. So it says Unpassive when you click on it. Okay. Cool. Street view.
Yeah. Oh, maybe this toaster goes in the other room. Let me take that. Can I take this with me? Or have this spoon. This doesn't go here.
Hello, Street view. Hello. Ah, here we are. Okay.
Well, I wonder if I should bring that bra in the bedroom. I bet you I should.
The bras do belong in the bedroom. That is true. Okay, even this just looks like... how are there 665 reviews for this?
For what?
For the Unpassive India office. It has 665 reviews. 4.6 stars out of 5 star.
Oh, good Lord.
And it's literally like most people are giving them 5 stars and they're all like, this is so wonderful. But then someone says, really disappointing on their hiring process. I was interviewed for product owner position and I have cleared all the rounds and received confirmation mail on selected for the position and share all required documents. But even after 1 month also not receiving any offer letter, this is not a correct way for not giving any communication on further steps since we have spent few hours on clearing rounds and looking for better opportunity. Don't waste our time. That's interesting.
Doesn't like that.
And of course, the owner is writing thank yous to anyone that gives them a 5-star
Of course.
rating. It is a startup company. Till now, it has not been working in Hyderabad and doing fake marketing. No proper information with the marketing team. They are just demanding and forcing to join their startup company. That one was a week ago.
Oh, wow.
A month ago, I was offered to pay 102 US as a founder shareholder. They got more than 1,000 holders like that, but what is my gain in return is not clear. And they tell you they do not promise of any profits at any level whatsoever. That was a month ago. Worst, and most worst company. I guess they represent West Most. They will call you for interview, and even after getting selected, they say that you are rejected, and there is no professionalism at all among the employees of OnPassive. Worst company, don't attend interview here.
Wow.
My first experience itself, that one was from a week ago as well, by the way. My first experience itself was worst experience. They won't value for others' time. They call you for interview and make you seat for a couple of hours in reception hall and won't attend you calls. They just respond to you through messages saying wait for a couple of minutes. But after 2 hours, they come and collect your resume. And after a few minutes, they will inform you that the interviews panel is busy and they can't conduct the interview. They will ask you to leave for the day and call you back with a fresh interview date. They're never calling you back or respond to any of your calls or messages. That one was 6 months ago and it has 17 likes on it.
Wow.
This person here says you need to work on your websites. Everything written on the site is just general. No links to the actual courses or businesses or payment platforms or anything. I am new to OnPassive, but I am already infuriated by the much ado about nothing website. I like this person. For a company in AI trying to achieve such a great goal, please make your website more intuitive with enough backlinks and redirection to the actual acclaimed products listed as awesome. A bit more information and interaction for newbies on the site or social media pages too would be great. I'm so exhausted trying to figure out your products.
Wow.
And
They
folks
were too.
and folks using them. How boring and deathly annoying. And then he responds, hold on. It gets better. That one has 16 likes on it too, by the way. And then he responds and says, Dear Miriam, thanks for your kind review of the website.
Kind review? Wow.
The points you have mentioned in your review are all potent, and we are also aware of those. We are going through
potent? What is potent?
Oh, I don't think that's the word they meant, but it is the right word to use. We are going through a transition phase, and a complete revamp of the OnPassive website is already under the anvil. As mentioned, our web team, UI UX dev, have noted down all your pointers, plus the feedback notes from other well-wishers of OnPassive like you, and would collate and implement all in the new version. Please keep supporting us like this. Heartfelt thanks. Regards, Unpassive team. And then I'm like, okay, so wait, every time somebody writes a complaint about the website, you guys claim to like write it down and like bring it to the IT people. And every time the web team is like, oh yeah, for sure, we're going to take this and make sure that we fix it.
And then they don't do anything.
No. 3 weeks ago, it is a fraud MLM company with directors having past fraud records. Ask for your refund before it is too late. Bogus company. Bhutan country banned this MLM company. Don't buy any services from Unpassive.
Well, that's good advice.
All of the good reviews are pretty much the same. The good news is that a lot of the people that are writing these are actually from India. They aren't just like our people coming and writing them. There's a lot of people saying that they had their time wasted with interviews, which is very interesting. Like, it's kind of strange how so many people are complaining about how it's a bogus interview here.
That should tell you something. See, and that's why I think like all the people today that such a dog and pony show, it was just that. It was just like a bunch of people saying, look, we work for OnPassive, but I don't know if I buy it.
Like, here somebody posts a picture from a year ago, and they say, I'm very happy to be a part of OnPassive, and I'm working as a QA lead. I'm very thankful to my CEO. A very friendly, like-minded people are joining and working with me. A huge team of QAs are working. Proudly, I can say every product is going through more than 40 quality checks. As of now, 400 employees are working on products which are yet to be go live soon.
Yeah,
And then, but this is a review. And then he posted a picture of him apparently in the office. And then they like write back and they're like, wow, we appreciate you taking the time to give us your feedback, which is a weird back and forth between an employee giving a review and their employer. Maybe that's just me.
What is this damn thing I'm trying to move around? Does anybody have a clue what this is?
It looks like a bottle opener or a slingshot or something.
Well, I've tried putting it in the kitchen and I can't find a place in there. I'll try again.
I don't know.
Because everything else seems to be happy where it's at. So I'm like, okay.
Angel says Ash won't let the dev team fix the site because it would take their attention away from completely redesigning its appearance twice a week now, Angel. Every Tuesday and Thursday now.
Three times. 3 times
Oh,
a
now
week
it's
now.
3 times?
3
See,
times.
even I was wrong. Look at that. They're changing it. When's the other day? Tuesday, Thursday,
I
like
think Wednesday.
Saturday?
I think Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is what you're telling me? They change the website every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday.
Yep.
What the fuck is the point in that? Like, you change. Wait a minute. You do a new website Tuesday. It lasts you till Wednesday. Okay. So
And then you're like, time to change.
Yeah, like 24 hours, not even. You change it. So then you have Wednesday's website. And then you're telling me that within 24 hours, they change it again to Thursdays. And then Thursday's website better be hella good because then that one's not changing until Tuesday again. Lord.
That's what it seems.
Okay. That's so weird.
Okay. Everything in here looks like it's happy. Everything in there looks like it's happy.
Oh my God. Imagine doing it daily. See, that's what I mean, though. Like, none of that makes sense.
This damn thing.
Oh, a mouth harper tuning instrument. I mean, maybe.
A what?
Angel said it could be a mouth harper tuning instrument.
This thing?
Is it a wrench? That's the
I
only
don't
other
know.
thing I could think
It
of.
looks kind of like a lock, like a bicycle lock thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know where to put it. I'm getting confused. But it doesn't seem to go in here. Well, I'll take it to the bedroom, see if there's somewhere to stick it there. Okay. Maybe if I just put it there, will it be happy? No, it's not happy there. Can it go in a drawer? Nope, not happy. Not happy. On the desk.
It's Marty's Johnson. We found it.
Which is never happy.
Oh, could it go in the bathroom?
As what?
I don't know. I'm just guessing now.
Oh, well, I am too. We're all guessing. I might as well try taking it to the bathroom to see if it goes somewhere. Maybe in here. Nope, doesn't like that.
Do you only have the bathroom, bedroom, and kitchen?
That's what it looks like.
Hmm.
Come on, close door. So I have the kitchen and the bedroom and the bathroom. Yeah. All right, people, got to help me out with whatever the hell this damn thing is. Can I put it on top of the toilet paper? What? Can I stack the toilet paper rolls?
Alp says just throw it in the trash.
When
Just goes in the garbage.
in doubt, just chunk it. Does it go there? Ah! What is this thing? Can I open the trash? No. This is just the weirdest looking thing.
Yeah, I don't even know what it is. I thought it was a bottle opener.
There was a bottle opener that I did move. Okay, what if I put that there? Oh, now it's blinking because the brush is not happy that it was moved. Does this open? No. What if I put it in the shower area? What if it goes over here? No. You guys got to help me out here. Just this 1 second ruckin' thing.
Joe says that he thinks it's something from Pure Romance.
Oh. You know, I had a dream about something that would be a product from Pure Romance the other day.
Oh, did you?
It just randomly appeared in my dream. I'm like, well, that's just weird.
As long as Ash wasn't in the dream with you, you're good.
Oh, it might have been the same night that Igor was in a dream.
Igor.
Oh, Igor, I'm going to be watching to see where he lands because he cannot stay out of the limelight. He's got to have the attention. Hey, what if I put this there? No, then you're not happy.
Geez, these appliances are like.
See this? Oh, let me take it out. I'll show you. This thing right here, this is a can opener. This thing.
Yeah, I thought that yellow one was a bottle opener, which is different than a can opener.
It is. Can it go in the other drawer?
See, I don't know.
Well, we'll try. Can it go somewhere? No, it's all grayed out saying nope, nope, nope. Can I just stick it up on top of a shelf and be like, I forgot about you. Just go away.
Yeah, 'cause now that spoon isn't happy. So that's what I mean.
Yeah, I know. The spoon is like, get me off of here. Why did you put me here? Hey, I had the spoon in the right spot.
You gotta close the drawer, I think.
But I had it there with with like the spatula thing.
I don't know.
Okay, let me take the spatula out. Okay, go there. Now let's put the spatula in there. And now it went it got twisted up. These kitchen things are picky. Okay, it'll go there. It's happy there. But this one damn thing, I don't know what it is. Can I put it? Have I tried putting it? Don't take out the knife. Have I tried putting it in here? Can it go somewhere down there? Oh, not happy there. Oh, geez, guys. Just this one thing. Isn't it kind of like that in real life when you're like, unpacking and you just always have this one thing, you're like, where do I put this thing? And then you never know where to put it. And you just shove it somewhere. And I'm trying to just shove it somewhere. But it doesn't seem to like me shoving it places. I've about had it with it.
This screen is bigger than my head. Look. It's covering my whole face.
Maybe Hannah can figure it out.
I'm right here right now.
I have this one thing. I don't know where to put it.
Maybe it's what is it? What's the item?
Know. We can't figure out what it is.
What does it look like?
It's that yellow one there.
It's this yellow one flashing.
See it?
Just put it where it's green. Just put it where it's when it's not flashing. Maybe that will work.
That's what I've been trying to find, a place where it won't flash and it just is. It's constantly unhappy.
Oh, maybe it belongs in a different room, like a kitchen or maybe a bathroom, or maybe a bedroom.
Yeah, we've been trying to put it in different places. And it just seems to be unhappy. Can I just
Mommy,
On
what?
the floor.
This game is called Unpacking.
Can I play it?
Maybe. You have like 500 games on your Roblox, so.
Huh?
Can I play Unpacking?
Do you think it looks cute, Hannah?
Yes.
And my 8-year-old approves. She approves of the game.
Yay.
Can I play Unpacking the Stack game?
What?
Not right now.
All right, go play your game in your room, please. Because
I'll
I'm going to
probably
do
have it with this thing.
Food.
I'll be quiet.
I love you.
Yeah, right. You quiet? That's like saying your mom is quiet.
Yeah. I'm not quiet.
No.
I don't know where to put it.
See, this is weird. I feel like you've already tried to put it everywhere.
Maybe try a bathroom.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
tried.
We've tried that.
See, Joe says, good night, Hannah. He says, go to bed, child. Yeah, see, I don't know where it would. Like, I really did think it was like a bottle opener, but you've put it like all over the kitchen. And that's where I would have tried to put it. It would have been in the kitchen. So I don't know now. Now I'm just as confused. I'm like, maybe it's not a bottle opener.
But everywhere I go, it's just like, nope, nope, nope.
So weird. It's like trying to figure out what the hell Unpassive is about. You're just constantly confused all the time.
Keep going in circles.
Keep going in circles to all these different rooms, webinars, if you will. No clue what's ever going on.
Wanda?
Yes, Hannah.
Have you tried a wall? Or have you tried a wall?
That doesn't seem to be working. It grays out.
No, that's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
That was a good idea.
It is just unhappy.
It's just unhappy everywhere. It's just blinking red. And then whenever we move something else, it blinks red. See, because now that thing's blinking red.
What is the objection?
To put everything away.
Everything is away.
No, it's not.
No,
See?
it's not. It says one stinking piece is like making my life miserable.
As is unpacking. You know, when you unpack everything, but then there's just that one thing.
What is that yellow thing?
I thought it was. See, this is the problem.
It looks like a chain link.
I thought it was
Or
like a bottle opener.
Yeah, a bottle opener.
But it doesn't appear to go in the kitchen anywhere. So now I'm back to like square one where I'm like, I don't know. Okay, Angel says, try to rearrange the utensils where you put all of the silver ones in the top drawer. And maybe it will be okay in there. I don't know. And then all the other ones in the bottom drawer.
Can you turn the yellow thing sideways and put it in a cup?
It won't let me turn it sideways.
Good night, Joe.
You know what I mean, though, right? Like standing up in a cup or something?
My video is about Eckankar. It's another book review. He's so interesting, that Harold Klemp.
Good night, Mr. Joe.
Night, Joe. No,
See, that's weird. Like, you would think that you would be able to just put it on a shelf. See, it's probably not going to want anything in the sink.
Well, I was just moving it there temporarily.
I know, but I wish we could just put that yellow thing in the sink. That would
be like, okay,
solve
we're
all
done.
of our problems.
Just put everything in the damn trash.
That's what Alp said. He was like, just throw it in the garbage, and then problem solved.
But it wouldn't go in the garbage.
Who uses can openers anymore?
Well,
I do.
Like
No, ours plugs into the wall, though.
Yeah, we have an electric one, but
I don't have an electric. I don't like electric ones.
No.
I used to not like it, but this one that I have is okay. It's an older one, though.
See, I also have a thing. I don't like a lot of stuff like out on the counters. I like the counters to be pretty clear.
Yeah. Well, it's not looking that way right now, Alonda.
I'm just glad that she doesn't have her bra out over here, because She's been throwing her bras in every single room all over the place here in this game.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. You come home, you take off your bra, you just kind of sling it somewhere,
How does it not
Yep.
fit in that spot right there? How does that yellow thing not fit in that spot right there?
See, that's what we were wondering. We were wondering why it doesn't fit in any of the spots.
It's just like not happy. Okay.
See, like you would think it would go in that drawer.
Does that other towel have
Wait,
to
look, it went there. It went there.
Okay, now see that silver thing that's beside the blue thing? Take that out.
Okay.
Take that out.
You're acting like this was your idea. This was
this was Angel's idea. And then I guess try to put the spoon, the wooden spoon. Yeah. Will that work?
Whoops.
Oh. So you
Hang on. I opened the wrong drawer.
Because I'm wondering if she's right, and then if you have to put all of the silver in the top, right? Because that did work.
But it also turned for you too.
Yeah, it will turn.
Well, that's what I was wondering.
So there you go. So then that should fit there.
I put the knife there too.
Yeah, let's see if it will work. I don't know though, but it could.
It should with the thick part on the other side.
Okay, the knife won't go anywhere now.
Okay, well we'll try it in the top drawer, I guess.
Now I still have this silver thing down here. The can opener.
Yeah, that's the other can opener. Can that not fit in that drawer?
I'm gonna see.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, it went in there.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Now try and put the other stuff in that top, upper drawer.
All your silverware.
All the silver should go in the top because Angel thought of that. That's the only thing I could think of. Or maybe that all goes and then the knife goes on the counter or something. I don't know.
Angel's done this level already, you can tell.
And maybe the knife goes over there.
Yeah, see, like it looks like it might all fit now.
Yeah.
See, and then if you put the knife in.
Thank you, Angel.
See, I feel like that's probably it. There we go.
Oh, look, I got a straw. I got a straw.
We did it.
Oops. Yay.
You got a yellow star.
I did. Look at me go.
Now, do you get a new room?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
There can only be so much stuff in a kitchen.
No, but because she has a kitchen, a bedroom, and a bathroom. So now I'm wondering if now she gets like a new room.
Yeah, you tell them.
Yes, I did that one room, and then I got 3 rooms. So now I go somewhere else. Now
we got the living room now, and apparently you're a seamstress. Maybe that's why your bras are all over the place. There's a method to the madness.
Well, now we also know that you can unpack stuff, and sometimes you have to carry it over to a different room. Thank you, Angel. Oh my goodness. So what do you guys think of this game?
I mean, it's cute. It's cute.
Stressful.
My 8-year-old approves. I mean, you got my whole family into it for a good 10 minutes. So there's that.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one doesn't seem like it needs that much unpacking compared to the other ones, huh?
Well, we just don't know until we, start getting all the stuff out. So we'll see.
Hello, Lamar.
There's a shirt. This shirt doesn't belong here.
Yeah, I feel like that goes in the bedroom. Well, that's a nice picture.
A game controller. What is that?
I was just wondering that myself. I was kind of like, is that an old school like camera or something? Or a projector? Hey, is that a projector? It looks like a projector with a remote on the side, but I don't know.
These look like all games that I'm taking out, and I'm going to need to stack them somewhere.
Yeah. Is it a GameCube? See, it could be something like
I was
that.
wondering.
That would make sense because they do have like video game stuff under the TV there. I think Nintendo made them. Yeah. Nintendo GameCube. It's definitely something electronic, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a gamey thing.
Yeah, it's either like a game or a projector or something along that. Apparently, you have a pet lizard, snake.
I do.
Alonda
Oh
would
yeah,
definitely
it looks like
want to
it.
have a pet snake in her house. She'd be very excited for that. Is that what happened to the butterflies, Alonda? Jeez.
What butterflies?
The dead butterflies on the wall.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Another picture.
That's quite the house. Yeah, that's a CD player. Which, I mean, soon people won't know what those are anymore either.
Right?
It's so weird because I was talking to my daughter the other day and I was telling her about how I grew up very, very like Catholic. So growing up, my parents were very strict on what we watched in our home in terms of television shows. And I was kind of joking with my daughter about how I wasn't allowed to watch The Simpsons because it was a bad show in my home. It wasn't Catholic enough. And then I was joking with her about how one of my first ever tape cassettes was when I was like 11 or 12, I believe, around that age. And my aunt bought me Hanson, the
Oh wow.
Bop kids. And my parents were like, yeah, okay, I guess she can have that one. That one doesn't sound too bad or anything. Little did she know I had like Korn and Slipknot and stuff. You know, my friends used to get them for me. But she was like, Hanson sounds good. But then when I was telling the story, I said to my daughter, it was my first tape cassette. And she was like,
What's a tape cassette?
yeah, like she was like, a what? And I was like, a tape cassette. And it didn't really hit me that she had no clue what the hell this was, right? So I'm like going on about all the tape cassettes that I had, and my daughter's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. And then finally she's like, what's a cassette tape? And I was like, oh my God, there is a whole generation of kids right now.
That
And
have
they
no
don't know what
clue.
records are. They don't know what cassette tapes are. What are we going to do? It's so sad.
Lamar says you have no clue what this is. This is a game called Unpacking.
Yeah, we unpack stuff and then try to guess where they go.
Yeah, and there was, stuff to unpack from the webinar today, which let me see if I have any more info on that. As that'll be fun to talk about. It's always just so much fun.
I have fun. I like blasting scammers. I mean, cult leaders, incels, whoever. But I do find it interesting that he actually has already introduced people for the O Media thing.
Yeah.
That was quick, actually. Because he only announced that, like, what, 2 weeks ago? Like, 2 weeks ago, I'd say, was the first we heard of O Media. I don't think we had heard about it before then. Yeah, it was that webinar you and I reacted to. Like a week and a half ago, and they were like, oh, we're putting a media company together. Yeah, it's like barely been 2 weeks since they announced this, and we already have a whole bunch of
A
employees.
huge
That's
team.
weird.
Huge team.
That's weird.
Oh, I agree. I
Like,
completely
especially when you
agree.
think of, like, how things happens for this company. Like, it's weird just normally, but then when you also take a step back and you're like, okay, it's taken them 5 years to make 0 products or launch anything, and, like, everything else has taken so long, it's kinda like, well, why did this not take long and only take, like, 2 weeks to hire all these people? It's bizarre.
And I started thinking like, okay, if you were like actually looking for a job and you did your due diligence and research into this company, wouldn't you kind of go, this sure seems like a problematic company?
Well, see, that becomes the issue is that usually I would say, well, look at Amway. There's been people that have interviewed for Amway, for example, thought they were going to like real job interviews, and they got all
Right.
the way through 3 interviews, ended up in the company, and then they're like stuck there, and then it might take them a few months to kind of get out. But I mean, again, with Amway though, they have stuff. So I'm kind of like, yeah, I feel like with Unpassive, you would be more inclined to be turned away. I mean, when you research Amway, yeah, there's some stuff that comes up for scams and whatnot, but at least they do have products. They have things that you can do. I feel like with Unpassive, like once you research this company and they're not like selling anything, that would definitely be my issue with getting a job there. Like I would kind of be like, but what are we doing at this Unpassive?
It's like, oh, we're not doing anything, huh? Well,
Right? Like, how would that go, that interview?
I was looking, I'm still doing research for Organa Gold. And so
Oh
I
yeah.
was looking like for their executive team, and I found a list of people, but I couldn't really find anything on them. And
No,
then
they
this
all
one
scrub.
chick, I
Yeah.
found some stuff, and then I started looking at like where she had worked. It was like MLM after MLM after MLM. I'm like, okay, so you are just like a serial corporate MLM hopper. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Yeah, and like I said, like there comes a time where you have to decide if the person is someone that just is completely manipulated into believing that this is the way to like support your family, or if they are trying to kind of do the scam hopping on their own, if you will.
Wow, this
Yeah.
bedroom is very, very nice.
Oh yeah? We'll make your bedroom look like that then? Take all your stuff out? No, I didn't think so. But yeah, no, I just I feel like, well, I mean, we just read some of the people in India and like their interview process, and it sounds like they didn't even have an interview process. To be fair, we don't even know if these people are hired and if they are like getting a paycheck from this place, or if they're just founders.
Basically, I don't know how legit it is. And I think Ash is, it's almost like he is over.
Compensating?
Thank you. That's what I was trying to think of. Like, yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I feel like he's doing. It's
And
like,
by the way, Wanda, you could I think you could open a closet. Try it.
yeah, I'm pretty sure that I can. Yeah,
Oh yeah. Oh.
I bet I can open the drawer too.
All right,
Boom.
Mikey.
You're a smart girl, Hannah.
You're so funny. But yeah, no, he's overcompensating by doing things like this because he doesn't have the products or anything for them to do. And then he's also like in a weird way being like overly defensive about things. Like I said, like he's coming up with defenses for things that we aren't even like questioning yet, which then makes me question everything. Right? Like, I don't know. I feel like that's what he's been doing this whole time, though, is he's just overcompensating for the fact that he doesn't have anything. And it's like, what are people supposed to be excited about? Right now, that's the only thing they have is keeping people excited for the future of whatever this company's going to be.
Right.
And then I guess engaged in doing, well, the webinars, because that's all you can, and I guess going in the back office and having a chat on their little board there, and that's really all you can do. Other than that, like, everyone would be sitting around and then they would get bored, and then what if they start thinking, and they start thinking with critical thinking skills? I mean, he can't have that.
That's why he has to have them busy going to webinar after webinar after webinar.
Well, yeah, it's a very, very big manipulation tactic that cults use, especially with the sleep deprivation of being around the clock webinars that they're expected to go to. Because they'll be like, oh, there's different time zones, guys. So this webinar that we're having in Australia right now, it's 8 a.m., not 8 p.m. like it is here. So we need to do our webinar, our time, 3 a.m. So everybody, see you at 3 a.m. And I'm like, this is stupid. Do not do this.
It doesn't sound good.
Well, no, it's like, how many webinars can you go to in a day?
And still learn really nothing.
But that's the thing, is that if they were different and had different topics at least or something, then I could make sense out of some of it. Not all of it, but I like, when I was in It Works and Sensi, we did a lot of these Zoom meetings too. But we would do like, and like way too many as well, by the way. All of the MLMs do way too many of these meetings, and Zoom meetings is usually what they are, is a bunch of your team gets on Zoom together. And we would have like, in a day, I'd say we'd have like a team meeting a few times a week sort of deal. And then we would have like a smaller team meeting. So it'd be like our entire team, like our upline, like Denise Walsh would be leading our meeting. If you don't know who that is, I did a video on her recently, and her husband is threatening me right now.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. He's very angry. I did a video on her. He's been all over my page telling me that I better take down my video, or else him and Denise are going to get my video taken down. And I'm like, good luck with that. That should be interesting. But like, we would have like the one with Denise, because she was like the manager of our team, right? And then we would have like the one with just our team. So it'd be like me and 2 other girls teaching like 6 other girls kind of deal, right? And then we would have like a corporate meeting, probably like, I'd say about once a month or so, where like Mark Pentecost would come and he would do like the big speech and get everyone pumped up and ready to go to a whole nother level and all this bullshit for It Works, right? And it was very similar at Sensi, like same sort of thing. You would have, maybe a team meeting. And then on top of that, we would be broken up into like groups. So we would have like a bonus, let's say, that we all wanted to achieve that month. So then there would be like a group broken up for that bonus. And then they might have a Zoom like once a week. But I never went to any more than like 2 in a day.
Because you had a life.
And I thought, by the way, that even that was ridiculous. Like, to have to go to a webinar like 5-6 days out of the week, and then a couple of those days you have to go to like 2 of them. That to me was ridiculous. Like, when I left those companies, I was like, holy hell, they took up a lot of my time. So then I look at this thing, right? And I'm like, holy crap. These people are doing mad webinars all day long, all night long. They're like 6 hours long, which that's the other thing. Ours would never go over like maybe 2 or 3 hours. And that was like the big ones with like Mark Pentecost coming out, like, you know. The rest of them, like maybe an hour, hour and a half, but we were not doing like 6-hour long webinars, like 4 times a day. And I feel like that's what OnPassive is doing. They're doing like crazy amount of webinars
to keep people busy.
Yeah.
Because if they're busy, then they don't have time to think.
Yeah, how busy is the webinar keeping you though?
Well, I mean, I would not be able to focus.
Like, this is what I mean. I'm kind of like, how many do these people go to before they check out?
Well, I mean, what bothers me is like, okay, the people who are the leadership people that are going to one after another, don't they check out at some point and are like, yeah, I heard all this before. How do they sit there and look, even feign that they're engaged?
I don't know. I feel like Chris is just excited for everything all the time. So him, I understand being pumped up all the time because it's just in his like personality, I guess. But I could see like Mike Ellis and Red getting like right fed up with having to hear the same thing over and over and over again. He's Mike Ellis, by the way.
He always tells us that, right?
Yeah, after he's already gone on for like 2 minutes. Although the last one that we reacted to that you played of his, he didn't actually introduce himself at all. He forgot to. I was like, oh no, the world's gonna stop.
Did you forget who you are, dude?
He might have after all these webinars. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know how like Julie and Lynn. I mean, we all know how Susie stays engaged, but I don't know how like the other, like how does Julie stay engaged? I would have checked out a really long time ago.
I would too.
Like that poor woman is pretty much like the host of all of the webinars. Well, I guess if you're the host, then you have a job to do. Maybe that's what it is. Like those people can be engaged for longer because they feel like they have an important job to do, even just being there as like the quote unquote LC or whatever. You know what I mean? Like that's the only thing I could think of that they would get out of it. You get like a special feeling. Hey, watch what you're about to do. Thank you. Can you? Because, yeah, if they're not getting anything out of it and they were just getting like sitting there listening to the webinar over and over again, then yeah, maybe. But it's obviously feeding some kind of ego of theirs or level of importance in some way. And that could be why they don't seem to check out or anything like that.
I just couldn't. I just would not be able to do it. At some point, I'd be like, you know what? I've got some lint to pick out of my belly button that seems like it's calling my name.
Yeah, it seems like it'd be more interesting than this.
I mean, call me crazy, but I just wouldn't be able to do it.
Are they on the LC? Wasn't the LC like 50 people or 100 people? I don't even know if it was that many people. I honestly, I don't even know because they have LCs in like every country, right?
Well, it seems like it.
Yeah, it seems like they have like at least one representative for every place that's an LC, and then you have like 20 American LCs and like 5 Canadian ones I can think of. So, huh.
And there sure is a lot of pairs of underwear.
Well, I mean, I guess it has to go with all those bras you have.
I guess so.
I'm having a hard time trying to like think of how many LCs there actually are now. Alves, why did you do this to me? Because I'm like, you know what? That's a good question.
What
Because
did Alex ask?
you would think that we would at least be able to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't figure out how many people are in this company or how many accounts there are necessarily either, because I'm pretty sure Ash just changes numbers on a screen as if it's a blockchain. So I'm like actually sitting here and I'm like, we should be able to like figure out how many LCs there are, but we can't even do that.
Nope.
Because it's like so like they change them around. Yeah, see, Ash has supposedly dissolved the LC several times, but it never actually seems to go away. Yeah, and people will lose their positions on it, and then you'll see new people on it. So, like, again, there's like almost no way to actually keep track of that. Which, again, I don't even know if Ash is keeping track of that.
Well, it seems like people fall out of favor. And when you fall out of favor, then you lose whatever position that you had and what, power you had. And you just suddenly you're not invited anymore to any of the webinars and you're just like left out in the cold. And you
Yeah,
don't even know why. And you're not even told anything. It's just like all of a sudden you're excommunicated.
Yeah, it's a very big power method used in group situations like that, so that the other people see that happen to someone, right? And then they fall in line so that it doesn't happen to them.
Yeah.
It's just like when you're in an MLM and somebody leaves the MLM, and then you watch all of your fellow MLMers attack that person, right?
Yep.
And you go, "Oh my God, I don't want to
I don't
ever
want
be
that to
that
happen to
person."
me.
Right? It's that same sort of thing. So then in the back of your mind, you kind of think, oh, I better listen and not do what that person did. Otherwise, this will happen to me. So sometimes they do it almost on purpose. And that's why there's no reason. Because it's just like, you know what? We haven't shown these people who's boss in a while. Let's just kick this person off the LC today.
Yep. Which is really very creepy. And I mean, and it is definitely a good method for, control.
So Barbara here says, if Ash is now saying that the activation fee is due in November, he must need a new cash stream. He said on 10/20 that this fee wouldn't be due for 1 year after activating a founder account.
So they have to pay a fee in November or they don't have to pay a fee in November?
Apparently, he's saying now that, I mean, I've even heard him say
Or
that
they have a year to pay it?
he wants them to pay come November. That's why there's also the pending positions and all that. He wants all of that all paid up by the time they launch. But on 10/20, apparently he said that you wouldn't have to pay for a year. I just know that he often says that you won't even have to pay because the company will pay it for you because you're going to make so much money.
Well, you're not going to have to really pay because people are going to, buy stuff from you, and then that fee is going to pay for your activation.
Yeah.
Or whatever, it's just like you don't have to worry about paying really, even though you do. And that's why yesterday it was so funny listening to Mike Ellis talk about it, because it was like, Mike, you don't know Dick, and you're sitting here talking about it as if you have a clue, and you don't.
Oh yeah, I love Mike and Marty's streams where they do these recaps because I feel like the whole time both of them are just like, we think that this is how it's going to go. Now, Ash hasn't told us yet, but we're just guessing. We think. It's so funny to me. I'm like, why are we live if we don't know anything?
Because that's what we do. Is this a drawer?
It looks like they're drawers.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is. Okay. Let me move all this underwear in there and the bras. Because you know how I like just throwing my bras around.
Yeah, see, the initial activation will be right away.
But they didn't say how much that activation is.
But that's what I was just going to say. Like, the thing is that no matter what happens come November, right? By now, everyone should know.
Yeah.
You would think. Like, you would think that by now, everyone would have an idea on what's up and how this is going to go. The fact that it's less than a month away and everybody is still very confused and has no clue is more worrisome to me.
Right there with you.
Because I'm like, what are they supposed to be doing? Like, what's going to happen on November 20th? All of a sudden, is like each person going to owe Ash $300 in their account? Like, you know what I mean? Like, how is that going to work? Like, how much is it going to be? Does it just come out of the account as soon as this thing launches?
And how are they going to pay? What is the payment system for it?
Well, he was saying that you could probably hook up with wallets. Everybody's talking about wallets.
Yeah, but they don't even have a wallet working. So is it a random wallet? Is it a specific wallet? Is it a wallet that's recommended? Is it a wallet?
It was supposed to be a wallet. I'm just throwing that out there again. We was supposed to get a wallet, Alonda. It was supposed to be one of the products. And now I don't know. Because then all of a sudden he started talking about how yeah, like any wallet, as long as you connect your wallet. And I was like, what wallet? We don't know. Any wallet, I'm assuming. Because if he doesn't have a wallet yet, then it would technically have to be all the other wallets.
Right.
Or he's going to have to announce a specific one that you're supposed to use, which again,
an approved wallet.
Yeah, like you would think that everyone would be aware of what that is already. Because if you need to do a KYC for that, then you would have to go. Because remember, they were doing the stupid KYCs, right? Mm-hmm. So then what was all that for?
I don't think they ever did the KYCs.
Yeah, like they just went on and on and on about how you were going to have to do it. Basically taught everyone how to get around it. And then we just like didn't hear anything about it again. And that's what I mean. Like, if we're going to be using another wallet system, he might want to tell people what that is so that they can get it set up. Like even AdSense and PayPal can take like a few days to set up. You know what I mean? Like if you want to get PayPal, for example, they check your account by taking like 40 cents out and then putting the 40 cents back in, you know. Then you have to go and do the transaction. Like if most wallets have like something like that, like a security, right? To make sure it's you. And that can take anywhere from 24 hours to like a few weeks. AdSense, it can take 3 weeks because they mail you something in the mail. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is, hello, Ash. We're like less than a month away. So you might want to get moving on like telling people what they're supposed to be setting up.
But that's what like I think a legit company would do is they'd actually like give people direction.
That's a good question, actually, Lamar.
What did Lamar say?
He said, why do they still say Michael Williams AIM?
That drives me nuts.
Why is he allowed to promote his company? And I'm like, you know what? That's a good point because nobody else is allowed to promote their companies, apparently, even though this is supposed to be a thing that helps you run your business. You're not allowed to promote your business. Just wrap your head around that one, if you will. But that is the favoritism that we discuss.
Yep.
There seems to be some favoritism. Honestly, I think it's because he's an LC. And
Well,
he
and
has
I also,
signed
because
up
he's
the most
in
amount of
GDI with Ash.
yeah, and he's also signed up the most. Michael Williams has the most people underneath him in the company. So when you think of him being close with Ash and GDI too, having signed up the most people and then also being an LC, it's like, huh, that's probably why. But that is a good point. You would think that they would not do that.
But
Because
nay, nay.
I don't know. It's weird. But again, like cults and stuff do that with people. They do the favoritism on purpose to create like an environment where basically everyone's kind of like fighting for that
Right.
spot. Everyone wants to be the favorite. Everyone wants to be accepted. Human nature is to want to be accepted by a group. So when you're in a situation like that in a group, if somebody is grimy, they will often kind of do that and have that environment so that everybody's kind of like, I want to be able to promote my business like Michael Williams can. And then again, everyone falls in line easier. It's hard for me though, because I think of Ash as a complete moron. So sometimes I have trouble thinking of him as like a calculated person, if that makes sense.
I have trouble thinking of him as a person.
I just like, cause I'm like, I talk about like a lot of cult people, like cult leaders and stuff. And usually when I'm talking about their manipulation tactics, I feel like they're doing them on purpose to manipulate, to run the cult. But honestly, with Ash, I've said this before, sometimes I'm like, I think he's just an idiot. Like, and then it just like accidentally ends up that way. Like, I don't know how calculated he is in these manipulation tactics, if he is actually thinking of this in that way. Or if he's just a complete blubbering moron, if you will, who just kind of does all these things and then it just ends up working because they're all very manipulative. I never know which one it is, the chicken or the egg.
It's hard to know.
Yeah, because like sometimes he seems very calculated, right? And I'm like, okay, he had to have planned this. Like when he excuse me, like when he announced that he had all the products done behind the scenes, right? I was like, okay, that seems like a planned like manipulation tactic and using your power and control. That seemed planned to me. But then like with other things, I'm like, I feel like he just fell into this one. I don't know. He's just dumb sometimes. Like all these webinars around the clock. It's like, does he want that to happen so that he's manipulating people and exhausting them? Or is he just so egotistical that he just wants praise 24/7 and then that also works for him? You know what I mean? I never really know how much is him like calculating and planning these manipulation tactics or just being an idiot and falling into them. Because for the
Yeah.
most part, I can look at someone like Harold Klemp of Eckankar. I can look at Jim Jones. I can look at Charles Manson, and I can be like, these people actually did these things on purpose. Like they were like,
Right.
I want to do this with Ash. Most of the time, I'm like, yeah, I don't know. He might just be really dumb, and then it somehow works for him. The psychology is interesting, though.
I just can't imagine hanging on for as long as people have been hanging on. That always just befuddles me.
See, I didn't get it when it was just the tech company, but now that he's promising like a lot more than that, I can understand it a little bit more. If that makes sense. Like I could see how people would hold on for water filtration systems And for someone who's claiming they're going to fix their whole area, you know, more so than I can for a bunch of products that never get made.
Although, I mean, he's just literally selling hope. That's all
Yeah.
he's doing is selling hope.
Oh, yeah. It's not the American dream. It's hope
It's Ash's
for wherever
dream.
you are. So if you're in somewhere with poverty and like water that might not be perfectly purified, have no internet access, Ash will provide all the things.
And
That's
life
what's
will be
scary.
grand.
I think like when people just use the American dream, it's less scary. When you are giving people the dream for where they are, for their culture, their world, it's a lot more manipulative. Well, at least you're never going to run out of toilet paper in this house. I mean, or
Right.
pads and tampons. You'll always have bras.
Bras, underwear, tampons.
Also, if Michael's company is legit, he should be making real money to where he does not really need unpassive and needs to push unpassive. See, I feel like his whole internet millionaire crap is
It's just
not
that crap.
is not really a business. It's like him trying to brand himself as someone that does GDI and unpassive. And I've talked about before, like you're always told to brand yourself when you're in these things, right? Like I had Beth's beautiful body wraps and all this other crap when I was doing MLMs. So I'm wondering if the Michael Aim thing is really just his own like branding, and if it's not actually like his own company, if you will. He just considers his brand to be his company, and then it incorporates GDI on passive and any other scam he wants to do. Yeah, I know, Barbara. We have a couple people that have access to the back office that have been telling me that there is no new information and that they don't have access to products that are supposed to be getting beta tested either. So they're not really sure what's going on with that. And I'm like, I don't know. Ash apparently found out all the people we knew that had access to the back office and then did not let them beta test, I guess.
Let's see.
Because, I mean, if there was beta testing going on, some of you would go back there and you would have access to some products to be testing.
But you don't.
But, like, I can't find anyone that does. And there's, like, a few people that have access to that I talk to, and none of them do. So I'm like, that's kind of why I started to wonder if they're even doing it. Or if they just tell everyone they're doing it, and then you just assume somebody else is doing it, you know? Like I said, so then it never actually comes up. You never figure it out. I mean, he does that basically with everything.
Yeah.
That's kind of his setup, to keep it general and to keep it so open, and then also somehow so in secret all at the same time, so that you never know what's going on, and then there's no real way to find out either. How did you get dirty dishes already in your sink? Jesus.
Well, when I moved in, I just, oh my gosh, there's another one of these stupid things that we don't know what it is. Bloody hell.
Oh, it's not red. That means it might be able to go there. I don't know.
I'm just sticking stuff. I'm just taking it out of the box right now. I'm not going to leave these things here. Just want to see what is here. Oh, it's another knife.
Don't put that on the floor. That's not where it goes.
That would not be safe. What is that?
I was actually literally just thinking it. I was like, what the hell is that? Oh, a magnet?
I think maybe this was a magnet too.
That might be a magnet, I'm assuming. Yeah, I think that one's also a magnet, because I don't know what that is. That's the one that confused me. I was like, what the
Yeah,
hell
it's
is
a
that?
koala bear magnet.
Oh, well, it didn't look like that when it was on the counter. I'm just saying. At least the boxes just disappear. Don't you all wish that that's how boxes actually like left your houses? We just click on them and then they just bye-bye. No more
I was
folding,
so
taking them to the
wish.
curb. That'd be wonderful.
I so wish that's what happened to him.
So I guess this is your main kitchen?
I guess.
You've got 2 kitchens in this house. We're living in a
I
mansion.
think this is a second house. I think that I did one house and this is the second house. So I
Oh.
think there's a total of 8 houses in this game.
Oh, wow. You got a whole kingdom now. See, look at you built a whole city before Ash is going to build his tech city.
Why hasn't he talked about the tech city anymore?
I don't know. I feel like it's like Catmo. You planned for it, it's going to happen. Whole song's out about it, and then it just disappears.
And then nothing.
And I really just want to know what happened to Catmo.
Nobody's talking about Catmo.
No, like Catmo, the city. Maybe Catmo ran off with the city.
And what about the data centers?
Oh, he still goes on about those, and he claims that he's already had a couple built, and then the next time he says he's building them right now. I don't think he knows what's going on, because nothing's going on. And I can't find any information on any system anywhere that says that any new ones are popping up.
And the other day in one of the webinars, he did talk about patents. And I thought
Yes.
that's interesting because he never has talked about patents before. We have.
We've brought it up a lot because we went and looked. He doesn't have any for anything and hasn't this whole time. So we were like, what are these products you're making from scratch again? Yeah, he did. And he said that he was working on getting the patents right now, which, again, I'm going to bring up. We've been here since 2018, Ash. You think would have gotten them before, but nothing gets done in order.
A whole bunch of things are unhappy.
Yeah, no, I don't know what happens to a lot of his ideas.
He just says things and then moves on.
But yeah, the patent thing was interesting, though, because he did say that he was getting a patent for everything right now.
Yep.
So I'm just like wondering how he would then have built these products, right? Because he announced he's getting the patents right now. So then, like, there wouldn't be softwares built. People wouldn't be doing beta testing. Like, that's something you have to do before you even build the... When people patent their ideas, damn it. So I'm just having a hard time, like...
Believing anything that comes out of his mouth?
Well, that one's extremely hard for me to believe. Because again, I feel like if he was going to get patents for all these things, he would have already done them. And like people have pointed out when we've talked about this before, you can't get patents for things that you're forking from other people. Right? So it's like...
Yeah, it makes it a little bit tough. And he's nothing but a big forker.
Yeah, like all of his stuff comes from other places. We've traced some of them to other softwares and things that are already in existence. So then I'm kind of like, okay, so what are you getting patents for? Like, none of it makes any sense. The more you think of it too, the less sense it makes.
Well, obviously, the more that you watch, his webinars, the less sense it makes, because we've just come around going like, okay, I was trying to figure out something. I thought I did, and now I'm even more confused.
That's
There's
the thing,
never
is that,
clarity.
yeah, even if you figure it out, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that you figured it out for that day, because 3 days from now, he's just going to throw that whole thing in the garbage, and then we're going to have a whole new thing. So it's like, even if you do figure it out, he just switches it up so much. There's almost no way. Like, you almost can't figure it out. And again, that's one of those things where I'm like,
That's
is he
calculated.
doing this on purpose to
I
keep
think
people
so.
confused and whatnot? Or is he just so much of an ignorant idiot that he just never knows what's going on? And so then nothing's ever, written in stone. And like, I don't know which one it is. It's a year later, and I feel like I'm saying the same thing that I did at the beginning of this a year ago.
Yeah, I do too. Not you, but just like us in general.
Yeah, like nothing's really changed. Like, we don't have any more understanding of this thing or this man as a whole either, and what his plans are for the future, what he could be doing.
I thought this was a relaxing stream of playing games, not talking about the scam.
That's what we do while we play games.
You're supposed to be debriefing from that.
I can never debrief. I don't get a break.
We never escape them.
We never escape the scams.
Bra, stay there.
That's an old ass computer in that room.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Just seeing it in the one in the other room. It was like a Windows 98.
That looks like a 80s hard drive.
Yeah.
With the 80s keyboard and the 90s screen.
Yeah, we're about 90s for the flat screen. Apparently your pot doesn't go in the middle of the
Apparently
table.
not.
It's like, that's not where that goes.
That looks like my shelf with all my figures on it. Holy. A mess.
A lot of stuff in here blinking.
Is this a new kitchen?
Yeah, apparently we get a few houses.
Oh.
I didn't know, so I was like, oh, wow, look at you all fancy with your 2 kitchens. And then she was like, no, I'm actually fancy with 8 houses. And I was like, oh, well, touche.
My kid watching you play this now wants to play this tomorrow.
Sorry.
She'll forget about it in the morning. She'll be like, Roblox? I'll be like, yeah.
Like, there you go.
I don't know. This might be better than Roblox.
We'll teach her to clean her room. But then we'll have, well, I already cleaned in the game, Dad. I don't need to clean my room in real life, because my kid would actually pull that with us.
They're like, but that doesn't work. That's not how that works, sweetie.
My kid's hilarious. She comes up with the funniest things to try to get out of things. It's so funny. I'm like, you are my child.
Yeah, she is her mother.
Well, at least there's consistency.
We're salty here. We're salty over Ash.
We're salty over a lot of things.
Ooh, we got the old first aid kit on the ground.
Yeah, I got our amnesia friend writing me all over my page again. Very, very angry with me that Ash is not in jail.
Okay, the person that does talk about, like, well, how come he isn't? It's like, oh, I don't even have time or the energy to deal with you, because that's not how it works, dude.
I just started liking all of their comments and not responding. And then they got very angry and left me more. And I was like, oh, well, you're very much like the people that I'm used to anyway.
Yeah, you get some really nice people.
Yeah. I deal with trolls all the time. Incels getting angry, cult leaders and the like. So they don't like to go away.
I know they just like to follow you and say weird stuff, and then every now and then one of them will pop over on my channel and say something, and I'm like, I can't be bothered with you.
Yeah,
And
no.
I guess because they don't get a rise out of me, and I just ignore them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They love the rise.
They like to get a rise out of people.
And if they don't get it, they bugger off.
No, they not.
Well,
unless you're me. Unless you're me, then they become like obsessed. And I have like 10 people just stalking me in Discord for days. But yeah, no, it's a fun life. That's why I like the flat earthers. Joe and I talk about the flat earthers a lot because they're like the only ones that don't get all creepy when I talk about them. Everybody else gets very creepy or mad. Even Ash gets very mad.
Oh, he gets very upset that we're talking about him.
John Barilla, or however you say that guy's name, very angry at me. He does not like me at all. He really likes to come and write me comments often.
I know that really upsets you. Well, where the hell does this fucking thing go?
I think it's hilarious.
Obviously.
Hilarious. I like it when they come and write me comments, though. I think it's funny. The threats are my favorite. Like Denise Walsh's husband right now is all like, take down your video. I hope you enjoyed having your video up here for as long as you've had it up here, because it's going to get taken down today. And I'm like, it's 2 days later. My video is still up, by the way.
And it's like, and who's taking it down?
Thought I would put that out there. I'm like, it's fair use. But okay. Good luck with that. He's like, you're slandering us. I was like, no, I'm not. But okay. You can't copyright my video because you think I slandered you. Jesus. Or else I would have like 500 copyrights that was on videos right now. It goes in the kitchen, that shirt.
I'm trying to get to the bedroom.
Which one now? See, that's the other question.
Trying to get here.
This house has a lot of junk, eh?
They
Well,
took
I mean, just moved in. Give me
They
a
didn't
break.
do a clear out before they moved.
Okay, what is this thing?
That looks
Oh, you know what? It looks like bug spray.
That or cleaner.
Yeah, cleaner, bug spray, something like that.
Some stove.
It looks like it goes there, though. Looks pretty happy there.
Yeah, it looks happy there.
So the trick is not to have anything flashing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put it all away so that nothing is flashing. When it's flashing, it's out of place.
Well, how come that blue thing is flashing?
Because I think it's a GameCube or something. We can't really figure out what it is.
The style of this house.
Does it go under the TV, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, like there.
Well, let's see. It's not flashing.
It's not blinking.
Oh, maybe that's where it goes then. Huh.
Now I have this thing.
Yeah, what is that? Is that a book?
It kind of looks like a book.
It looks like the Dance Dance Revolution board.
It does kind of. I wonder if these game controllers go down here with the other game controllers. Or they were happy up there. I like Dance Dance Revolution.
Oh, there we go. Does it?
There you go. Got a star.
There we go. Yay.
Okay.
We did it.
I did. I did. Yay me. Okay, well, I had fun playing this with you guys, and I'm glad you guys were here with me. It was a relaxing little stream.
Just
You
a
know?
chat stream.
Yeah. And I'll see, if I get maybe the summary
Yeah.
of what was discussed or a link to the recorded video, we'll see and what we can talk about all together for those of you that weren't there today. And I mean, I didn't hear all of it because I was like working and stuff, but I tried to listen to as much as I could. So we'll see.
Yay.
Anyway, I'm going to get down on the go-go. Got to take out the Bubby Wumpkin children. And Beth, thanks for, hanging out with me and just chit-chatting about this. And thank you for everybody, helping me figure out where to put stuff in this game that is called Unpacking. So if you're looking for something that is chill and you don't have to think too hard, here you go.
Yeah, is it free?
No, it is on Switch, the eShop for $19.99.
Awesome. You should get an affiliate link for these games.
Yeah, I don't think there is such a thing as that, but I mean, and I also have this other game that I'll show you guys. It's called Bear and Breakfast, and you're a bear in the woods, and you create a bed and breakfast.
Nice.
And then I got this other one called Cozy Grove, and in Cozy Grove, you go to this island, and this island is inhabited by all these ghosts who are like trapped, and so you help them so that they can like go and be in peace. And I was like, oh, that just looks like fun. So I've got a few more games.
Halloween one.
And Chalup is now looking at me. Anyway, Beth, again, thank you. Thank you to my mods. Thank you for those of you participating in the chat. And thank you to our lurkers as well. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And, we'll be back sometime. Don't know when. And if you have not watched my video today that came out, it is about Holton Bugs. Holton Bugs is, I guess, the 7th highest earning person in MLM right now. I guess he'd be 8 if Igor was actually on that list, which he should be on the list, but he was taken off of it. So do that with what you will. But Holton has been in a whole lot of things and created his own MLM called iBoomerang.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm going to get down the go-go. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And don't forget, you're beautiful and I love you. Good night.
I love you guys too. Bye.